Welcome to the listening window, where every story opens a door to something unexpected. Today's story is titled The Forest of Shifting Stars. When a young woman wanders into an ancient forest that doesn't appear on any map, time begins to behave strangely, and nothing is what it seems. Is she dreaming? Lost? Or is the forest trying to tell her something? As always, repeat each sentence after the voice to improve your English fluency. You can also download the full story script by clicking the link in the description. For extra learning, we've added a free PDF guide that includes key vocabulary, a quiz, answer key, and a bonus writing/speaking prompt. Let's step into the unknown together. I was 24 when I found the path that led to the forest of shifting stars. It was a cool spring evening. I had taken a wrong turn during a weekend hike in the mountains near my aunt's cabin. The sky had started to darken, and the wind whispered in ways that felt almost intentional. That's when I saw it, a narrow trail carved through a dense thicket of ash and pine, framed by trees so tall they vanished into clouds. There were no signs, no markings, just a soft humming in the air and the faint glimmer of lights, as if stars had fallen and landed on the forest floor. I know how this sounds. Like a dream, like a hallucination. But I swear, every part of me knew I was awake. I stepped into the path. The moment my foot touched the mossy ground, the world changed. The air thickened. The sounds of birds disappeared, replaced by distant music, haunting, beautiful, impossible. The forest floor shimmered with light. Not sunlight. Not moonlight, but something in between. The trees bent gently as I passed, as if watching, judging, and then I saw her. She stood in the center of a clearing, barefoot, draped in a dress made of petals and mist. Her hair floated as though underwater, and her eyes were filled with stars. "Welcome," she said, without moving her lips. Her voice rang directly inside my head. "You've come for what was forgotten." I opened my mouth, but no words came out. She smiled. "You don't remember yet, but you will." She gestured toward the trees, and the forest responded. Branches twisted into shapes, an old swing I'd known as a child, my mother's handwriting on the bark, even my first dog's paw prints appearing in the mud. "Who are you?" I finally managed to ask. "I am the keeper of the threads. And you, Mira, are the thread weaver's daughter." I froze. No one had called me that name in years, not since my father disappeared. Not since the stories he told me as a child about our family's legacy of dream summoning and memory binding. I'd always thought he was just eccentric. Or perhaps ill. But now, "I don't understand," I whispered. "You were meant to come back," she said, "before the sky forgets how to hold the stars." Suddenly, the forest shifted. The trees rotated in place. The stars blinked overhead. My feet were no longer on the ground. I was floating. Time stretched and bent like liquid. 1 second, I was 6 years old again, running through the woods with my father. The next, I was 30, sitting beside a hospital bed, holding his hand, hearing him whisper something about the last gate. I blinked. I was back in the clearing. The woman was gone. In her place was a mirror, hovering in midair. Inside the mirror, I saw myself, but older, wiser, glowing. I reached out to touch it, and everything vanished. I awoke lying in a field outside my aunt's cabin, the stars above me just beginning to fade into morning. My boots were soaked with dew. In my pocket was a stone, smooth, warm, and pulsing faintly with light. I never found that trail again. Not on any map. Not in any season. But at night, sometimes, I dream of the forest of shifting stars. And I wake up with stardust on my pillow. Thank you for stepping into the mystery with the listening window. If you enjoyed the forest of shifting stars, please like, subscribe, and share it with a fellow English learner or dreamer. Let's spark a conversation. What do you think really happened in that forest? At what point do you think the ending could have taken a different turn? Share your version of the story in the comments. And remember, you can download the full story script along with a vocabulary guide, quiz, answer key, and a bonus writing prompt. Everything is linked in the description. Keep listening, keep practicing, and keep your window open.